Hello, my name is Annie Liu and I'm one of the UTAs for KN251. I hope you all had a great Halloween weekend last week, and today we'll be going over a few real-life examples of using your arm and shoulder muscles on a trip to the grocery store. Alright, so welcome to Park to Shop. This is the grocery store I go to in Chinatown in order to get all my Chinese food. So this is the first video and it's me lifting up a shopping basket. So what muscle groups do you think are being used or utilized? And again, since this week we're focusing on arms and shoulders, the only muscles that we're going to be mentioning up for this week and for this video is going to be the arms and shoulders. And I'm going to be giving you some time to think about it, but please pause later if you need to. Okay, if you need more time, please pause and think about it more because we're going to be revealing the answer right now. So the answer is that I'm actually using my posterior extensor muscle, and the prime mover is actually the triceps brachii, and this is where it's located. It's right here. So this is a triceps brachii right over here. And remember that the anconeus, and that's right here, this portion in green, I highlighted in green as well. It's actually a weak synergist for the posterior extensor muscle, so the tricep brachii. The synergist is actually what helps the prime mover by getting rid of unnecessary movement or by adding force to the same movement. The forearm muscles are working here as well, both the anterior and posterior, as my hands are also grabbing the basket pretty hard. The flexor muscles in the anterior department, so right here, let me get my highlighter. So this portion right here are all the anterior muscles, and this is a superficial layer. And remember that the anterior forearm has layers as well. The flexor muscles in the anterior department is helping me pull up the basket alongside with the other muscles in the anterior department. For a few examples, the flexor digitorum profundus and the flexor digitorum superficialis aids in the hand movement with curling my fingers, for example. The extensor muscles as well, this is located in the posterior compartment. Again, the extensor muscles really help with the hand curling around the basket. Some examples are the extensor indicus or the extensor carpi ulnaris. And right here are the extensor muscles located in the posterior view. Okay, so this is going to be our second video for today, and this is a video of me grabbing something from above. What muscle groups do you think are being used? And again, we're focusing on arms and shoulders for this week. So here's a hint. Think about the movement of the shoulder. I'll give you guys some time to think about your answers, and if you need more time, please pause, and yeah. Okay, so pause if you need more time. We'll be going over the answers right now. So the answer for this is actually I am using my deltoids, the pectoralis major, and the latissimus dorsi to grab something from above. And try the motion as well. Can you feel the pectoralis major and the latissimus dorsi working? Also, do you notice how smooth the motion is? And the reason why is actually because of the shoulder joint where the head of the humerus meets the shoulder socket. And I have a picture of this right over here. Let me highlight it 1 second. So here is the head of the humerus, and then the portion in green, all right, so right here is the shoulder socket. And the thing that actually protects and prevents dislocation is all the rotator cuff muscles around it. So this will be in orange. So this is all of these all around it. We can't really see that. So it's all of these all around it. It's now in purple. And these are the rotator cuff muscles. The rotator cuff muscles also help raise and rotate your arms. So you could think of it as like the 3 R's: rotator cuff, raise, and rotate. And they're called the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, the teres minor, and the subscapularis. So this is where the deltoid is right here, and the latissimus dorsi is a really big muscle outside right here. And you can also see it. This one right there. So this is going to be the final video for today, and this is supposed to be of me lifting something that is relatively heavy. I was going to use a rice bag, but it was too big, and it didn't fit everything in frame. So what muscle groups do you think are being used or utilized? And again, we're focusing on the arms and shoulders. All right. If you need more time, please pause right now because we'll be revealing the answers shortly. So the answer is that I'm actually using my anterior flexor muscles alongside with my forearm muscles, and this includes both anterior and posterior. The brachialis and the biceps brachii are the anterior flexor muscles, so that's right over here. So this is a biceps brachii, okay? And do you notice how there's two? You could think of biceps. And here is the brachialis, which is going to be green, okay? So the anterior flexor muscles actually aids in flexing my forearm as well as I am pulling up something heavy. I am using both the anterior and posterior forearm muscles, which the posterior one is right over here and the anterior is right over here. I'm using them as it helps me support the item with my hands, which needs the extensors from the posterior and the flexors from the anterior. Alright, so that's it for my video for today. So again, thank you so much for watching and happy studying. Make sure to shoot me an email whenever you have any questions or anything. Thank you so much.